Hi again, I'm Tysan. I'm the spa director. I'm going to coach you through your facial kit that you've hopefully received in the mail by now. You're going to need just a few things. So they're mostly the things that came in the kit already. You're going to have one of these little containers that's marked with an S. That's your scrub. You're going to be having another container that's marked with an E. That's your exfoliant. And you have another one in a little baggie that has an N on it. It's your neutralizer. And then the last one is a little tin that says M, and that's your mask. So before we start, you're going to want to get all those things together. The other thing that you're going to want to do is, in order to be able to steam your skin, you're going to want some sort of container that you can put boiling water into or near boiling water into, and then, of course, a little bit of boiling water. And then in order to get the steam really around your face, you're going to want a towel or something that you can kind of tent over the steamed area as well. So I'll give you a minute to go grab all those things. You can put me on pause and I'll see you in just a second. So you're going to want to start today with clean skin. So if you haven't washed your face already, just take a moment to go wash your face and then come back and grab the little container that has the S on it for the scrub. And then you're just going to pop the lid off of that, and you're going to take a small amount. So some of you asked for one, some of you asked for more than one, so just take the appropriate amount. You probably know this already, but all of the products, a little bit goes a really long way, and with the Eminence products in particular, you want to have almost what they call a Scotch tape thin layer. That's going to actually be more effective than using more product. So you're going to take a little bit. This is actually a SkinCeuticals scrub. It's the one that we use. It's the professional level that we use in the aesthetics rooms. It's made with a mixture of small jojoba beads, and they're actual little granules that are going to exfoliate the skin for you. They're really gentle, and jojoba oil, if you didn't already know this, is going to mimic the oil that your skin naturally makes. So it's going to be really effective at hydrating the skin while you're actually exfoliating. So a small amount of that. And then you're just going to put it on the skin in small little circles. Get nice into that little nose area. I always like to get these little lines here. Lots of extra worry over this last few weeks. I hope all of you have been staying calm through all of this. And you want to get a good exfoliation. So tiny little circles, just using the fingertips. Get those little crow's feet. All the little smile and laugh lines. And once you've got it pretty thoroughly rubbed in, you can just go ahead and head to your bathroom and just rinse it off. Welcome back. So now that you've sloughed off all of that dehydrated, old, COVID-affected skin, we're going to get to the professional level mangosteen 10% lactic exfoliation. So that's the little tin that's marked with an E. And you're going to want to just spread that in a really thin, Scotch tape layer all over the face. Before we do this, though, we're going to get our steam tent all ready. So I've got a pot here. I've got my water that I brought to a boil upstairs. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of it into the pot. And then I've got my towel right nearby so that I can just make a little steam tent and be able to steam. Now you want to be really careful when you steam. You don't want to scald the skin. You just want to be able to open up the pores so that you're getting the imbibation of the skin and a greater level of the actual enzyme. The enzymes are going to activate underneath the steam itself. So you want to hold your face at least a couple of feet away from the steam, and then just you can keep the towel over your head. We'll go under there together. So just a Scotch tape thin layer all over the skin. And while you're putting this on, you're just going to spread it, kind of avoid the eye area and any place that's really sensitive. But you can pretty much put it anywhere. All of Eminence's products are pretty safe for all skin types. And lactic acid is super gentle. It's the acid that's actually found in milk. So they always used to rumor that Cleopatra and Marilyn Monroe used to actually bathe in milk because of the lactic enzymes that would go in, the lactic acid that would go in and actually help to hydrate as well as thoroughly exfoliate the skin. So I've got just a really thin layer all over my face, making sure to get all the way around the edges, close up to the lips, avoiding super close near the eyes, but getting down in there a little bit. And then I've got my steam all ready to go here. So I'm just going to hold my face just a little bit over the steam. If you want to do this in your kitchen right over the stove, that's definitely going to be easier. But you want to just stay a couple of feet above the steam. And then if you want to get the most out of it, you can also sort of do like a ghost and tent yourself underneath. So here we go. So hi under there. Right now you've got mangosteen, which is a superfruit that helps protect the skin from drying environmental stressors, and it's going to just promote natural radiance in your skin itself. There's a lactic acid complex that's made up of lactic acid, ribose, and red clover flower extract. And this is one of Eminence's proprietary blends. It's going to gently resurface your skin as well as refine the pores so you have a nice, luminous, even, and youthful looking complexion. The lactic acid itself is a gentle alpha hydroxy acid, meaning that it works on the outermost layers of the skin. It removes surface buildup and improves the skin's hydration. Ribose, they get it from corn seeds, and it promotes the look of smoother, more revitalized skin. And then red clover flower extract is what's going to refine and improve the skin's tone to minimize the pore size itself. You want to leave the enzyme on for about 5 minutes. This would be the time if you were at Yuan Spa that we'd be giving you a lovely scalp massage. So feel free to recreate that at home by giving yourself a nice little rub on the temples, maybe run your fingers through your hair, a nice squeeze to the back of your neck. While you're under there, I'm going to read out the poem by Kitty O'Meara, the poet laureate who's kind of risen to acclaim here during the coronavirus pandemic. And the people stayed home and read books and listened and rested and exercised and made art and played games and learned new ways of being and were still and listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced, some met their shadows, and the people began to think differently. And the people healed, and in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, they grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live and heal the earth fully as they had been healed. So we're at about 2.5 minutes now, and unfortunately YouTube has a requirement that I need to keep my videos under 15 minutes. So I'm afraid you are on your own for the next 2.5 minutes that you are steaming, but after you've finished steaming with your enzyme, just go ahead at the 5-minute mark and rinse your face off, and I'll see you back at the next clip. So welcome back again. Now that you've rinsed off that enzyme, you want to just neutralize anything that's still remaining active on the skin. So the 2 little cotton rounds that you have in the Ziploc bag have the Soothing Chamomile Tonic on it. So you want to just go over anywhere that you had the enzyme. If there's anywhere that's particularly tingly, you can kind of hold the cotton rounds on that spot. Right under my eyes, I can feel a little stingle. So your skin has a naturally kind of acidic pH. It should be around 5.5. And then the chamomile tonic has a really alkaline um, pH, so it's going to just neutralize any of the acids that you have on your skin, and it's going to make the skin more receptive to the mask. So that's your last step with me. That's the little one that looks like an M, and this is a custom mixture for you. It's the Bamboo Age Corrective mixed with the C and E Kale Citrus Mask. And what that does, the vitamin C acts almost like a slide so that the bamboo active ingredients can kind of get into the skin a little bit more deeply. And then vitamin C is just a really well-known great antioxidant for the skin as well. So mixing the two together, you get the best of both worlds. You get the brightening and antioxidant effects of the vitamin C. You get the hydration from the vitamin E, and then you have Eminence's signature ingredients from their Bamboo Age Corrective that will help turn back the month that we've all been quarantined indoors, if not even a little bit longer. So this as well, you want to do just in a Scotch tape thin layer all over the skin. And then you can really leave this on as long as you'd like. So I plan to go upstairs and vacuum my house, but you can leave it on as long as you'd like. You can't leave any of the masks on for too long. In fact, if you want to do this before bedtime, you're welcome to just sleep in this mask as well. You may get little bits of the citrus and kale on your pillowcase, so just be warned before you do that. But once you've got it all on there, you can just leave it on as long as you'd like. And then whenever you're done, you can rinse that off and come on back, and I'll tell you a little bit about how to best apply your finishing products today. So now you have this wonderful, hydrated, clean palette that you can put your best products on. They're going to be their most effective now. So pick your very favorites. You want to start with a toner. What that's going to do is get your skin to the right pH so that you can really get the best productivity from all of your products. It's a step that I know a lot of my clients like to skip because they don't really quite understand what it's for. Or if you're like me, you grew up when a toner meant something like a Clearasil or Sea Breeze or something that really stripped the skin. The skincare world has come a long way since then, and so for the most part, almost all of the products, certainly the ones that we carry at Yuan, if you got them from us, should really be more effective at making your skin ready to receive the healing aspects of any of your products. And then from after your toner, you want to just go basically in body weight of what you're putting on. So if you're a simple gal and you just want to do a couple of products, you probably have a serum and a moisturizer and a sunscreen. If you have lots of serums and an eye cream and a line refiner or whatever you have, the way that you want to do it is you just want to go with whatever is the most like water to whatever is the thickest. So start with your lightest weight serum, and then you usually want to wait just 30 seconds to a minute before they go in, particularly with any products that have vitamin C in them. You always want to give them a little bit of time on your skin by themselves to just absorb. So a lot of times what I'll do if it's my morning routine is I'll put my vitamin C serum on, and then I'll brush my teeth, and then I'll put on everything else for the day. But you want to start with your lightest weight serum, follow it through as they get heavier in weight, finish with your moisturizer, and then depending on if the rest of your day is going to be indoors or outdoors, as your esthetician for the day, I will remind you to always wear sunscreen. So thank you so much for your support of Yuan Spa. We really look forward to seeing you all when we're back in our homes and we can take care of you with our actual hands rather than our virtual ones. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me for anything. We've got a whole really dedicated staff that's looking forward to doing consultations with you, answering any questions that you have, and I'm always available as well. So please reach out. We're always checking the messages at the spa phone, and the info@Yuan Spa email is a great way to get in touch with any of us. So from all of us here at Yuan Spa, be well, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much.